The glitz and glamour of Hollywood have a way of masking the darkest truths, but even the most polished veneers eventually crack. For years, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were the industry's golden couple, the witty, beautiful, and seemingly untouchable duo who ruled every red carpet. But as 2026 unfolds, that image isn't just fading, it's being systematically dismantled in a New York courtroom. The "it ends with us" legal war has shifted from a messy production dispute into a high stakes battle for survival, and the latest courthouse appearance suggests that the pressure might finally be breaking the one thing we thought was solid: their marriage. On February 11th, 2026, the world expected a united front. This wasn't just a routine hearing, it was a court ordered settlement conference, a final attempt to avoid a trial that promises to air every dirty secret from the set of It Ends With Us. Justin Baldoni arrived exactly how you'd expect, hand in hand with his wife Emily, projecting an image of stability and support. But when Blake Lively's black SUV pulled up, she stepped out alone. The man who usually never misses a chance to publicly stan his wife was nowhere to be found. Ryan Reynolds didn't just skip the hearing, he effectively ghosted the most critical moment of Blake's legal life. While Blake spent 6 grueling hours in a separate room from Baldoni, facing a judge who reportedly questioned the very foundation of her claims, Ryan was miles away, seemingly obsessed with his UK soccer team, Wrexham AFC. The optics weren't just bad, they were deafening. Inside the 14th floor of the Manhattan Federal Courthouse, the tension was thick enough to choke on. Despite both stars being in the building, they never occupied the same room. Judge Sarah L. Cave acted as a shuttle diplomat, moving between the warring factions as they sat in isolated silence. Reports suggest the energy was icy. When the 6 hours finally wrapped with zero resolution, the contrast in their exits told the whole story. Blake walked out looking stern, her jaw set, refusing to acknowledge the cameras. Minutes later, Justin Baldoni strolled out with a visible smirk. He looked relaxed, even vindicated. His attorney, the formidable Brian Friedman, didn't mince words when asked if a trial was next. "I do," he told reporters, "and we're looking forward to it." When a veteran lawyer says he's looking forward to trial, it usually means he has a smoking gun that the other side is terrified will see the light of day. There is a growing theory among legal experts that Ryan Reynolds hasn't just been absent. He might be the reason Blake's case is crumbling. Rumors suggest that Ryan's aggressive protection of Blake backfired spectacularly. During the early days of the feud, reports claim Ryan went on a scorched earth campaign, trashing Baldoni to high-level agents at WME and executives at Sony. He allegedly sent bullying text messages and made the "It Ends With Us" drama a punchline during the SNL 50 reunion. This Deadpool style of warfare might work in a PR room, but in a courtroom, it's a liability. By inserting himself so forcefully, Ryan may have inadvertently ruined Blake's retaliation claims. If the defense can prove that the smear campaign was actually started by the Reynolds Lively camp, Blake's position as a victim vanishes. It's been whispered that Blake's own legal team told Ryan to stay away from the courthouse because his presence is now a reminder of the very bullying tactics they're being accused of using. While his wife faces a potential career-ending trial, Ryan's social media tells a different story. He has leaned heavily into his entrepreneur and soccer dad persona. Just hours after Blake left that courtroom, Ryan was posting stories about a fan who makes balloon animals. It's a classic PR pivot. When your personal life is a mess, associate yourself with kindness and joy. But fans aren't buying the unbothered act. The anniversary of his Wrexham purchase became a shield, a reason to be too busy to support his wife in New York. There is a chilling sense that Ryan is distancing his billion-dollar brand from Blake's sinking ship. In Hollywood, when the golden couple stops appearing together during a crisis, it's rarely a coincidence. It's a strategy. The legal walls are closing in due to a 20-year-old ghost. Baldoni's defense has invoked the 2006 Friends Writers' Room case, a landmark ruling that protected creative freedom in adult-oriented workplaces. The argument is simple. When you're making an R-rated movie about intense, intimate subjects, the coarse language and intimate discussions Blake is calling harassment are actually just part of the job. If the judge applies this precedent, Blake's entire lawsuit could be tossed before it even reaches a jury. The fear in Hollywood is palpable. If directors can be sued for having raw conversations with their actors, the creative process dies. This makes Blake the enemy of the very industry she's trying to conquer. Into the complexity is the current climate in 2026. With the ongoing E-Files unsealing, revealing horrific crimes against actual victims, Blake's claims are being viewed through a much harsher lens. To many, her battle looks like a multimillionaire fighting for more power, while true victims struggle for a fraction of that attention. This shift in public sentiment is reflected in how the media is now covering her. The headlines are no longer "Blake Lively stands up for herself." They are "Blake Lively storms out of court." The narrative has flipped, and without Ryan by her side to crack a joke and soften the blow, she is standing in the cold, hard light of public scrutiny, alone. The real reason for the failed settlement might be the most shocking part of all. Justin Baldoni doesn't want to settle because he wants the truth out. A trial, now set for May 18th, 2026, means depositions will be public. We're talking about text messages with Taylor Swift, private emails to Anna Wintour, and intimate details about the Reynolds Lively household that were never meant for public consumption. Remember the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial? This has the potential to be even more invasive. If the trial proceeds, Blake will have to testify under oath about things that could shatter the carefully crafted Ryan and Blake brand forever. Ryan knows this, and his absence suggests he's already bracing for the impact. As we look toward the May trial date, one thing is certain, the It Ends With Us chapter isn't just about a movie anymore, it's about the potential end of a Hollywood dynasty. The matching olive green outfits Blake and Justin accidentally wore to court couldn't mask the fact that they are miles apart. If Blake loses this case, or if the Friends precedent strips her of her claims, the fallout will be historic. We are watching the slow-motion collapse of a power structure that has ruled Hollywood for a decade. The question isn't just who will win the trial anymore. The question is, when the dust settles, will Ryan and Blake still be standing together, or will this lawsuit be the thing that finally ends them?